this video is in defense of the modern woman because I've been getting a lot of responses from men saying that they don't want modern women have bad attitudes, or that they shame and guilt and all these negative things. While I'm not saying that there may not be women out there who are this way, I do want men to understand that this comes from somewhere. That a lot of modern women, I'm gonna speak for myself in this situation, don't trust men to be a traditional man, therefore allowing her to be a traditional woman. A lot of times grow up in households where men were not the providers or the protectors. And what was instilled in us from either our mothers or just from our own observations is that we have to take care of ourselves and we have to be independent, because you cannot rely on a man, not because we don't want to, but because we've seen dysfunctionality in the way that our parents had their relationship. So as I speak to other modern women, a lot of them say that it's not that they wouldn't like to be taken care of, it's the fact that a lot of women don't trust men because of the men that they've seen in their lives. So if you are a man and you have this negative perspective of modern women and you come across a modern woman who does have a bad attitude, understand that over time, if you're able to show her and prove to her that you can be the provider and the protector that you want to be, she may start to trust you and fall in line with a more traditional role because she feels safe enough to do that with you.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
The dishes wasn't 50-50, the laundry wasn't 50-50, the cleaning wasn't 50-50, and that's an everyday motherfucking job. I come home and they got food on the table, clothes on the bed, got shit everywhere. I'm organized and clean, so every day I'm exhausted. I'm coming home, I'm cleaning my house, and yes, I do that anyway. When it's just you, it's just you. When you are cleaning up for a man and his children and other people, it is a whole full-time job, and you don't get time for yourself, and that's why women get burnt out, and you're no longer happy in your relationship because you're coming home and a man is sitting on the couch because he's tired from work, and you're making sure you're catering to him.
So what? So what? So what?
I don't understand. Where is the value in that?
Fellas, do not choose a woman who don't want to be a woman.
Are you delusional?
Right. The modern day women, right there.
Oh, by the way, guy that I'm dating, I also happen to be a guy I met on Tinder. Don't you think that would completely change the dynamic?
You can't really hold someone up to that standard if...
Of course you can.
Of course you can. But I don't have to tell you that I just slept with somebody yesterday or last week. I mean, we never established that.
How's that not? That's totally despicable.
I don't know if it's just me, but when I date, I just assume that the other person is also dating and sleeping with other people. In my opinion, I think that also what she did wasn't wrong.
I don't think that men generally are assuming that if they're going on multiple dates with a woman, she's dating anybody else. I think that that's usually generally a fair assumption to make. I don't see why it wouldn't be. If I told this person I'm sleeping with somebody else, and if they had that information, they would no longer want to date me or be with me, so I'm going to purposely withhold that information. Yes, that's totally despicable. Oh, by the way, guy that I'm dating, I also happen to be a guy I met on Tinder. Don't you think that would completely change the dynamic?
You can't really hold someone up to that standard if...
Of course you can.
Of course you can. But I don't have to tell you.
Do you not get the concept?
Pretty grossed out.
I did it. Here I am on my new bed, my princess bed. It's amazing. I feel like a different person already. I feel like I can do whatever I want, and I'm not responsible for anybody anymore but me.
I don't know, things aren't going that great. I just keep thinking about what it used to be like when things were good. And maybe all of this was my fault. Maybe I'm a selfish, narcissistic. Maybe it's me. I don't know, but I'm kind of struggling. All that fake, all that happy, oh, I'm doing so great. I think I was in shock. And now it's coming like into reality, and I don't know. I know this is just a separation, and there are a lot of worse things in the world than this. I don't know what my life's gonna be like. I can't seem to remember anything bad. I just remember all the good things.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the man in this situation is better off. Guys, feminism is a mental condition. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. It's the kind of thing that makes you wish for asylums and, for some, to hold out for a trip to something far more traditional. This woman and the rest have a similar life cycle when it comes to the hive mind. They shave their heads, get surgical procedures, dip, only to discover soon after that a world without masculinity is a desert without water for miles. Here are the top comments. This is exactly what it looks like leaving an abusive relationship. Seeing that you have the word queen in your profile, you would be the one to say that. She watched too many Lifetime movies and listening to her single friends. Say it again for the self-proclaimed queens in the back. The best part is yet to come when he finds someone better than you and moves on. Enjoy. Or stay single. Either way, he'll be richer and happier. At least you help your ex-husband escape insanity. This happened after she heard that he's okay, doing well, and that the divorce was an amazing thing for him. Nature is healing. But they aren't.
It's so easy, like, it's really honestly sad and kind of stupid, but like something that really bothers me is like when you're talking to somebody, like first thing in the morning, they're like, good morning, and you're like, good morning, and they're like, how'd you sleep? What? Don't ask me that. Don't ask me how I slept. That's weird. That is just straight up weird. I don't know.
Well, I was gonna say that this ick, like all others, is stupid, but you have appeared to beat me to it. Asking how someone slept is no different than asking someone if they enjoyed their meal. I kind of get the feeling that this chick has encountered a lot of meals, and something also tells me that she's weirded out by that too for some unknown reason because, at this point, what isn't an ick? I swear to God, I could be putting on my seatbelt before driving and one of these women would cringe because I don't like the idea of flying through the windshield. The comments. Please give her what is appropriately deserved. Why she look like the sun from Teletubbies? Anyone this radioactive would fit the description. Kudos for that creativity. She said like 7 times. Someone let me know if I counted wrong. No way I'm listening to her nonsense again. You're on your own. I'll trust you. I couldn't wake up to her face every day and continue to have a good day. Damn. For real though, I want to text back like, with my eyes closed, but I've been working on my smart mouth. Oh look, she found a friend. Next clip.
This is my question. Which one is more delusional? Me finding someone who will pay all of my bills? Or you 30-plus-year-old rappers becoming a famous rapper and actually making money off of your raps? Which one's more delusional, do you think?
You finding a man dumb enough to pay bills. In this day and age, we have tons of sites like Spotify to get exposure and artists gain cult followings at the drop of a hat. Granted, it does take a lot of work, which, if I had to guess, is not a word you use often in your daily life. Also, ma'am, you might want to look in the mirror. Hard work beats talent that doesn't work hard. You don't really have the physiognomy that shows talent or discipline. Anyway, the comments here are, these fours getting way too comfortable. Doesn't even look like she got out of bed yet and she's already making demands to a fictional man. Which is more crazy, someone aspiring to follow their dreams or someone aspiring to be a freeloader? Is that what you're asking? Apparently. Sad. So you're knocking someone for trying to make money while you sit around and hope someone gives you money. Yup, classic case of girl math. After a thorough review of your page, I would put my money on a 67-year-old mute, deaf, and blind rapper, and I'd put all of it on him. Yeah, I'm 33 and get paid from United Masters. I produce and record. Lol, you're kinda losing this one. Well, lady, here's your answer. Next.
Now, is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay, and why not?
I would say his hair. Okay. Just not, yeah.
All right.
Asking this woman about any type is going to be a losing battle for everyone, sweetheart. But I guess that's the point of this ridiculous game. That dude with the eyes bugging out made my damn day. The level of courtesy and restraint these dudes have needs to be studied. Women in feminist spaces always seem to pride themselves on being kind and target men for being brutally honest. And yet, honesty is respect. You guys are just lying to each other and, well, look where you've ended up. Can't even go out in normal clothes with modest expectations. Here are the top comments. If nerve and audacity were a person. Not gonna lie, this one was painful. Buddy next to him is how all of us feel in the real world. Yes, sir. I was feeling it in my own home. Her hairline and forehead are pushed back like a deferred payment. I gotta start abstaining from liquids when I read these. God damn. Ma'am, the lack of self-awareness is crippling. Par for the course, though. Dude in the back is if the comment section was a person. Sims created this level of confidence. Thank the thirsty dudes everywhere. It takes two to tango, brother. Moving on.
Red or green flag, he's plus size. You can be completely honest. He's a big boy. Why is that?
Because it doesn't matter like your size. If I like your personality, I like you, then I'm okay with it. If I'm messing with him, then it's okay.
A perfect example of female quote honesty. The big one comes up asking questions, the girls look her up and down, realize she's just finished up with a quarter pounder with cheese, and fumble their way through an answer that makes no sense. Might as well have been speaking in hieroglyphics. Also, and women never like to admit this, but a man overweight who has bills in his pocket is about 1,000 times more effective at the game versus a woman with the same arsenal. It's not rocket science. It never was. They just insist on complicating the thing. The comments are, I'm a big guy. I've been told I give warm and soft hugs. I take it as a compliment. Cool, bro. This is why I fell for my boyfriend. He has the best personality and he's working on his body to get into healthier shape, and it's completely his choice. I make sure to tell him I love him no matter what. Sure, I mean, that might be possible if you live in the East, but okay. Lies. Possibly. They sound dishonest because they're on camera. Bingo. See, ladies, this is honesty. These girls probs thought you meant big boy as in down there. Difference between women's answers and men's answers on this is insane, though. Not really. Here we go.
Making a salad right now out of a Big Mac. Big Mac and French fry salad. I'm on a health journey and tonight I'm making a healthy choice. I got this salad maker. This isn't junk food, this is healthy.
And it's only fair that we show what kind of things lurk on the other side of the fence. On rare occasions, people might see men pulling something like this, but there's a reason women are almost always recording these nasty videos with their supposed diet plans. Without shame, women in the modern landscape just come up with euphemistic terms to describe morbid obesity. They've become so coddled that coastal cities are like going to the circus for a P.T. Barnum spectacle. Seriously, if you ever go to the States, grab a sandwich and sit down anywhere in San Francisco or LA, and you'll have yourself a full day of shows and performances. It's illuminating, and hopefully the comments will be too. I gotta find a new planet to live on. To Mars we go. She can barely breathe. Yeah, you could hear it on the lowest settings. This make my stomach hurt looking at it. Guys, chill. The Big Mac identifies as a salad. Winning comments. That's a gold star for y'all. I want this to be satire, but looking at her neck, this was definitely her idea of a real healthy salad. Big Mac salad. Nope. Big Back salad. Yup. Gaslighting herself. The feminist pastime. Next clip.
I asked one of my guy friends why he keeps pictures of his exes on his Instagram, because I feel like most girls I know delete their pictures of their ex right after the breakup. And he actually told me it's because when other girls look at his Instagram and see the pictures of his exes, they can see that he has dated like other hot girls and is like normal enough to date. And so then he said that he gets more hot girls because he's dated hot girls. So really, he's using his exes as a way to get other girls.
Why does every woman act like they're watching a new episode of National Geographic when discovering how their own demographic behaves? Anyway, the comments are, no, he is using his resume to get more jobs. Nice. As wrong as this is, that man understands the psychology of women. Yep, and it's really not that difficult. He is effectively maintaining his standards. It's a portfolio. It's strange, but some girls become more attracted to you when they realize other pretty girls are attracted to you. I know this for a fact. Most do, buddy. It's just basic biology. You're all blaming the guy, but this is a female flaw. I'm just saying. Girls only date men they think other women want. Truth. Next clip.
Ma'am, are you single? I've been single.
What she said?
I don't want no motherfucker.
Why?
Why? Because I can take care of my own. All a man is good for is dick.
Amen.
That's it.
Amen.
And giving you a baby.
She a real ass bitch. That's why.
That part.
She handle her business.
That part.
Grown woman shit.
Grown woman shit.
Give him a chance.
Boy, don't tell me what to do, first of all. Take your microphone off somewhere. So ratchet.
Well, she's honest. This dude in the back is wild. I bet she's the drama queen of the trailer park estates. Boy, her voice says she got dirty dishes in the sink. She's got 5 baby daddies and proud. No need to explain, we know why you're single. LOL, I hope she stays single and doesn't procreate because the 2 neurons she has available are currently overloaded by the presence of a microphone, LOL. Dude co-signing is a straight clown and hoping he gets lucky with her. Red flag, she left off the most important thing men are good for, money. She's right about 2 things. All men are good at is D and giving women babies. Call her what you want, she knows herself, and you lot can't accept that, and all your responses are just to put her down. Yo, what? A lot of so-called independent women have this female dog mentality, but they're getting attacked, they'll look for a man. When she said she can take care of her own and it doesn't fit the description, Granny is bedtime. Damn, that got pretty dark. Next.
Woke up this morning feeling spicy. You guys feel spicy? Because I do. All right. I don't know how to use this thing. Let's see what happens. Is this cutting off hair? I'm going to have to cut it shorter than that. Buzz it down, right? I think that this is too... It's getting hair. Let's see here. Maybe I got to cut it. Here we go. Have I given up on America? I've also given up on coloring this hair because, right? Fuck coloring my hair. Fuck having my hair be long and luxurious. Fuck all that shit. Fuck being...
And life goes on. Imagine that. Here we go with the comments. The 4B movement is the result of losses, major losses in the men market. First there was crying, then anger, now these women want to hurt. So hurt. Men are not going through this with you. This is hilarious. Full support, sending love from Australia. Yo, this is whack. What a disgrace you are. Women losing their hair due to medical conditions or cancer, and you are making it seem like they will no longer be attractive to society. How can you be so cruel? Welcome to feminism. Did you think about the poor women suffering from cancer that have no choice about losing their hair? Mental illness is real, serious well check needed. Cap, she indeed did not shave her head because she wasn't smart enough to figure out how to use the trimmer. I don't understand why shaving your head will achieve anything. It's hair, it will grow back. If the cause is worth a sacrifice, chop a limb off. Wow. Well guys, that pretty much proves the point. Feminism is officially a psychiatric concern. Unfortunately, I don't believe there's anything out there that can fix it other than walking away. Wild. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want to say I appreciate you. So don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment to have a chance to win, and hit that sub button for daily videos. And if you could take a quick sec to subscribe to the second channel, Man Guide Reacts, link is down below in the description so we can be sure our message will keep on reaching the new men out there. I appreciate all the support, y'all, and I want to wish you all tremendous success.